Hey there guys, we're going to be going to the Dark Dragon to try to get an all mission clear on hard mode, party of 5 or less, 15 turns or less. We're going to be taking a olive for the clear, and this is what we're going to be going with. Now, if you can't build the same kind of team, you can do the missions on 2 different runs. Do the 10-man or the 5-man mission on one run with 15 turns, and then do the 15-turn mission with 6 units. But we're going to do it all at once, which definitely makes it a little harder to do. So we're going to use Roberta to Dragon Killer on turn 1, Mega Breath, and Ignitos. One of the olives are going to just do their LB to put up a gun in peril. The other olive will double break, gunner, and just basically get ready. Fina is going to put up the Behemoth field, but before we do that, I'm trying to think the best way to handle this. Let's go ahead and... we don't want to field yet. Let's Consecration Light. Let's Prayer... honestly, let's just Blessed on Memori and Behemoth field this turn with Fina. It's fine. So we're provoking with Return Fina, with Fire Resist, Evasion, Death Immunity, etc. A lot of Fire Resist. Now Fina will go ahead and use her LB. We'll use Tsukiko at this point to put up Light Imbue, Light Field, and Protection. Let's have Roberta quad Mystic this turn, while the olives will do a triple. We're going to cap, and then we're going to focus for next turn. Other olive will do gunner because she didn't do it yet. Nope, I'm doing it wrong. So double break for modifier buff, gunner, cap, and giant melon. And yeah, so go ahead and do this. So the boss will use a dispel every 5th turn above 50, every 4th turn below 50. He'll start doing a big fire imperil on our provoker with the damage over time, etc. We're going to deal with that, but it is going to be a little bit of a headache to deal with. Let's go ahead and SLB you. And if your SLB is not ready on Fina on this turn, it's not a problem. We did the regular LB last turn. This is just a slightly bigger damage buff. We're going to SLB the olives. We're going to use Roberta this turn to refresh Dragon Killer. We're going to Mirage the party, which we need, and then we're going to Mystic. And then Tsukiko is going to weave into that chain with triple Solar Flare. So we're going to click Roberta, we're going to wait until she starts chaining, then we're going to chain our olives, and then immediately click our Tsukiko. And that'll be a decentish chunk of damage for turn 3. Okay, some attacks, and now there's the AoE Physical, which we miraged, and then the big Imperil on Fina. Which is going to get her killed pretty soon, but we're going to re-raise her. So let's have Fina do Imbue. We're going to re-raise herself, and then just literally doesn't matter. Let's go ahead and reload these guys. Let's quad. Let's go ahead and mega and triple Mystic, and we'll use some capping on the olives for now. Okay, and we're going to weave in Tsukiko again. So we're going to go ahead and chain this up. Wait just a moment. And try to weave in the Bolting Strike. Hopefully the chain doesn't break. Okay, the chain did break, but not until after Olive Cap, so that's fine. There goes Fina, taking some big hits. And she re-raises. Not a problem. That cures the Imperil and everything, so we're good. Okay, now we're going to use Fina to, once again, brilliant. We're going to re-raise herself. And it doesn't matter. Tsukiko, we need to Nethicite this turn. Remember, every 5th turn we got to Nethicite, so we're going to do that with Tsukiko. So Tsukiko will Nethicite. Roberta, on turn 5, will quad Mystic. And we'll cap with the olive, so we'll do... oh, doing it wrong. We'll 1, 2, focus, cap, and then big focus for next turn. So 1, 2, focus, cap, and then big focus for the SLB. And then Tsukiko's done Nethicite. So we're going to do this first. A little bit of damage in here. Yeah, we actually don't want to go below 50 just yet. And we're going to net the site right here to stop that Dispel go. Okay. Let's go ahead and SLB you again. Let's do this. How's our Imbue looking on the party? So the Imbue is 3 turns. We're good. We're going to Dragon. We need to Ignitos again, and we're going to Mystic. And then Tsukiko will once again weave it in. So this is going to push us below 50%. And Shining Karmic for the Light Imbue, the Light Out. Okay. So we're going to, once again, click Roberta, wait for the chain to start. As soon as it does, we click them, and then we click Tsukiko, and we weave all that in. Deal at least a little chunk of damage right here. Okay, not terrible. We're probably going to lose Fina here, because below 50%, the boss starts doing that stupid kill attack a lot more often. Yeah, and then she gutsed again. Pretty irritating below 50, but we're gonna be fine. We're gonna deal with it. Okay, so let's have Fina do. No, she should be immune this turn. So I think what we're gonna do is we're going to imbue. We're gonna re-raise her, and we're going to do some healing. Let's see. Do we need next turn? Okay, so we're gonna quad this turn. Mega and triple Mystic. We're going to, let's see, Fiery, Gunner. That and that. Yeah. Okay, so double this, Gunner, Focus, and Dual Summer. Cap that, and we're going to weave it in with you. Yeah, this works out well, I think. I think this works. Okay, so this. And hopefully we... The chain keeps breaking. I don't know why it does that. It's so irritating. Okay, so there's that attack. We're imbued. Let's reapply the Baymont field this turn. We need to net the site. Yeah, it's every 4th turn above 50. So we're gonna net the site. I'm sorry, below 50. Turn 8. So I think we need support from the sky. So we need to support. Let's Dragon Killer and Mystic. So this is not gonna super deal a ton of damage, but that's okay. So we're gonna definitely miss this chain. Oh, this is gonna so miss the chain. Yeah, whatever. Whatever. The real damage will come next turn. Okay, so we're getting a bunch of dangerous attacks on our her this turn, but we net the sighted with Tsukiko, so it was fine. Okay, let's go ahead and LBU. Let's do this. And then this is probably going to be the kill, completely honest here. Let's do this. And the Rod in Peril has worn off, so we're going to Rod in Peril and double hit. Okay, so we're going to send this, click this, and that should be the end of the dragon in 9 turns. Okay, a little messy, a little kind of off the wall there, but we got it done. I'll probably try to plan out an exact turn-by-turn chart, maybe, although it's hard to do because I can't really gauge your damage and the rotation changes below 50. I'll see what I can do, but I'll definitely be doing more clears for those of you that can't pull off this clear. But here's the party that we used. Fina is wearing 200 fire resist, full evasion, passive provoke, death immunity. She's got Nethicite. We never actually used it on her, so ignore that. But she does need Guts. So Guts, and then there's an evasion card. And she's on Bayment for the field. Tsukiko, in the base form, is a secondary provoker. We never actually used that. That was in case things went wrong, Fina died. It never came to that, so we're fine. But just in case, she was 200 resist, passive provoke, death immunity, evasion, and she was behind Fina in the party order, and then gave her Nethicite, etc. I don't think you really need all that provoke stuff on the secondary person. It never came to that. That was a backup plan. And then shift form is pure damage versus evocation, and there you go. Roberta only used one form. Double handing a gun, double hand card. Other than that, 20 or better. Actually, because Roberta's doing Ignitos, we don't need any fire resist on the party, because Ignitos is a 120 fire buff. And then there's the build, maxed Dragon Killer, and she chained a little bit. Here's my Olive. 0 or better fire resist, because we're using a 120 resist from Roberta. LB damage versus dragons is all. And then a lot of chain cap speed. So Promise from Childhood, Prodigious Performer. Chain speed is really good on Olive, because her SLB is not backloaded. So chain speed is a huge deal for her if you can fit it. You can't always fit it. And here's the friend. This was Liv Dilly. Big shout out to everyone else that built for me as well. Same thing. Prodigious Performer, etc. Only one chain speed on the friend Olive. So we're going to compare. Of course, variance is a big thing. But we'll just compare if it made that big of a difference. It probably didn't. Like, the chain speed is like a 2% damage gain. It's really minor. But we'll see, just out of curiosity, how it looks when we see the damage breakdown. But there was the all mission clear with, a light party. A little bit trickier doing it that way, mostly because Fina gets those deaths and the re-raises and all. It's a big headache. It's so much easier with Veredas of the Flame, but that worked out fine. And look at that, the friend outdamaged me even though they had chain speed, so, variance. And Roberta did 2 billion, and so did Tsukiko, so yeah, every little bit helps. Okay, there was the all mission for Dark Dragons, and that's kind of it for the event for the week. So I'll spend this weekend doing 1 or 2 more Dark Dragon clears. All right, see you in a bit.